I guess I'm curious, did you feel like you will often or ever felt like things are getting better, maybe I can stay? Like, did you go back and forth
Yeah,
often?
of
Yeah.
course,
Yeah.
or you want to believe that for a little bit. And, then you look at your babies and you're just like, but then you think like, you know what? If they see a good example of like me setting boundaries, and then once like my mental health starts to get affected, and then I can't parent the way that I need to, and I can't be present and focused, then like there's got to be one of us that can. And I had to like save myself in order to be a better mom for everyone. And I think like when everyone's older, they'll be able to understand it and see that all.
I agree. Yeah. It's such a hard time when you're
Yeah.
kind of the only adult that's able to make the decision and you like look at your kids and you're probably like, I know this may not make sense now, but I promise it will later.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of times in difficult relationship dynamics, sometimes you can isolate yourself. Like, at what point when things were starting to not be as great as it started, did you start to open up to friends or family?
I mean, I think they would see it. A lot of like stuff would happen around my family. So it was really hard to like see my family get treated one way and then me being like, I'm sorry guys, and like then stick with it. I think people couldn't not see it. I think I got really disassociated, and there was like so many times where I was just like really quiet and like just trying to figure it all out, and people can kind of see that on me um during certain times. So I think, but also people were really compassionate and didn't want to say, hey, we don't think this is healthy for you. Everyone tried to just move in a direction of being healthy. And so no one really sat there and was like, you have to get out. Like I've been in those, where people are like, this isn't for you. And no one did that. They knew that I had a lot of love and respect for that relationship and for babies, and like that I would have done anything to really make it work. But
You guys, obviously, you're dealing with it with your family and they're living it, but then you guys were also one of the most famous couples in the world. How did the public perception of your relationship influence and affect how you kind of navigated everything? Because you're not a normal person that can just be like, okay, it's a divorce, we're moving. It's like the
yeah.
whole world is looking and praises both of you in some capacity.
I mean, I think that extra pressure just makes it a little bit harder. I think people were going to be, I thought like, oh my God, everyone's going to be so upset with me because I'm just like leaving. And I wouldn't want someone to think I was leaving someone because it got too hard. But there was just a lot in there that for my soul, I felt like I had to make that decision. And I think people get it now, and they might respect my decision and see that. But, when you do have that outside layer, there is that extra like, especially I have had a few marriages that I didn't think that were for me. And so now like, am I a failure? And then I have to like really look back at that and say, you know what? An over a decade relationship with 4 beautiful children is not a failure, and you can't think that way. You can't live that way. You can't worry about what everyone's going to say. And I have to come home to myself and I have to be happy. So
I think something obviously you said, which is so relatable, is like it's almost sometimes easier to stay than to leave.